Monitors are a critical piece of your automated environment. They allow you to monitor all items that you deem are important to your clients so that you can keep their systems up and running at peak efficiency. In this lesson, you will learn how monitors work and their role in the ConnectWise automated environment, the difference between internal and remote monitors, and how to use alerts. Monitors in Automate are used to evaluate devices and trigger when certain conditions are met. When tied to an alert template, once the monitor triggers, it takes a specified action. Some examples of the actions it potentially takes include emailing technicians, creating a ticket, or running a script to resolve the issue. So, when would you want to use a monitor? Using monitors allows you to track conditions that are important to you and your clients' businesses so that you can take action and address problems in a timely fashion. Click on the buttons for more information. Issue prevention. Create proactive monitors giving you the ability to prevent problems by alerting you when a certain threshold has been met. For example, monitoring when drive fragmentation reaches a certain threshold and then automatically defrag the system. Failure and error handling. Create monitors that notify you whenever an issue that causes an issue is affecting an agent. For example, if a critical email service has stopped, you can build a monitor trigger immediately. Change in informational. Create a monitor that tells you when something on the agent machine has changed. For example, when a piece of software that you have blacklisted has been installed. Performance. Use monitors to track the performance of a machine, such as tracking memory utilization on a machine to see how it performs during business hours. Sales opportunities. Create monitors to check for conditions that allow you more soft sales opportunities. For example, if you resell AV solutions, a monitor could alert you to when one of your client's AV solutions expires and the definitions are not updated. When tied to an alert template, a monitor takes a specified action from the alert template. Is this statement true or false? While they can be broken down into multiple subcategories, there are two types of monitors, internal and remote. Internal monitors are monitors that live in the Automate server and run against the Automate database via SQL statements and database queries. Automate gathers a large amount of data through scheduled inventories such as smart drive errors, event log messages, software inventories, etc. Internal monitors use this information to trigger on conditions that you specify. Since they are dependent on the inventories that Automate collects, and that is determined by the agent template that is associated with that agent, the earliest they can trigger is once an hour. For example, let's say you have an internal monitor that warns you when a value goes from a 1 to a 0. You set the monitor to alert you every 30 minutes. However, the inventory you use to gather the data only runs every 2 hours. In this case, the monitor only sees the 1 from the last time the inventory was pulled and still not triggered to alert you. The only exception to this rule is RAM, CPU, and drive information, as this is updated every time the agent checks in. Internal monitors run SQL queries against the Automate database. Is this statement true or false? Remote monitors are monitors that live on the agent machine itself and trigger as soon as their condition is met. For example, if you create a monitor to alert you every time a failed login event log is created for a CEO's workstation, the agent sends a notification to the Automate server. Remote monitors are system monitors like failed services, processes and event logs, and network monitors like failed ping, TCP, and HTTP connections that live on the agent machine and trigger when certain criteria are met. Since they have access to the information immediately, they alert quicker and more frequently. You can set a remote monitor to alert you in as little as 30 seconds, and the alerting styles are different. You can have a remote monitor alert you every time it detects a failure, or have it wait once, twice, or up to 10 times before alerting you. To view all of the monitors currently running in your Automate environment, you can go to Automation, Monitors, and view them. Monitors, and view them. Drag the statement to the correct monitor. Now that you have the monitors triggering about conditions that are important to you, the question is, what should the system do with that information? This is where alert templates come into play. Alert templates tell the monitor how to react once they trigger. Alert templates can create tickets, send emails, send text messages, and call scripts to run. You can create and assign alert templates in multiple places, including monitors, groups, the dashboard, and network probes. While you can modify any existing template from any of these places, it is highly recommended that you only modify alert templates from the dashboard. Please keep in mind, whenever you modify an alert template, it changes the template for all monitors currently using the template. The Automate system allows you to easily create monitors using the Monitor Creation Wizard. To use the wizard, select a device, then click on Monitors in the Control Center and select Create Monitor via Wizard from the list. In this example, a service monitor is created by selecting the Monitor Services and Processes option. On this screen, select the type and service name for this monitor, and keep in mind that this list is populated from any service that has been collected from agents in your Automate environment. The Alert When Not Running checkbox determines if the monitor triggers when the service is running or not. In this example, the monitor is interested in knowing when the service is not running, so the default selection stays as is. This screen pre-populates with the agent you selected, so no action is necessary. Here you have the option to determine how frequently you would like this monitor to run. Since this monitor is important, it needs to be run every minute. Here you can select the alert template and style. The alert style dictates how many times the monitor has to fail in a row before it triggers the alert template. On this screen, you can customize the alert message that displays when the monitor succeeds or fails, and this screen shows a summary of all selections made and gives you the ability to name the monitor. It is highly recommended that you use a clear and consistent naming convention when naming your monitors. Now you can review the monitor, and the screen automatically disappears once it is done processing. Double-clicking on the agent device opens the computer management screen, and on the monitor's tile, you can see the monitor that was just created.
In this video, I will create a new alert template from the Automate dashboard. This demonstration is useful when the existing out-of-box alerting options do not suit the needs of your business. Alert templates can be created or edited from several places in the Control Center. They communicate the status of a monitor in a number of useful ways. To begin, I click on System and then Dashboard. The dashboard contains many global settings for the control center. Next, I'm going to click on the Management tab. Then I select the Alert Templates tab. This screen displays all available alert templates within the system. I'll click New Template at the top. Here I can give my new alert template a useful name, and if I wish, provide a comment to describe it. I'll name this alert template Custom Email Raise Alert. Next, I describe what this alert template does in the comments section. This template will send an email to the contact and raise an alert when triggered by a monitor. Once I've done this, I will continue by clicking Add Alerts. From this window, I can add my first alert action by clicking New Alert. There are two options for each alert action, a warning and an error. I need to understand how my company is monitoring to make this selection. If I use state-based monitoring, then I could apply warning alerts and error alerts according to the configured monitor states. Please refer to Automate documentation for more information on state-based monitoring. For this example, though, I will just check the box for error next to the email alert action. Next, I'll select the days to send these email alerts. In this case, I'm selecting every day. Next, I choose the start time and the end time. Emails can be sent and received at any time of the day, so I'll leave this as default. Now I'll choose who will see this email by selecting a contact. Automate automatically creates an alert message on success or alert message on failure message, so I'll leave those blank. My email alert action is ready, so I select Save to add it to my alert template. Now I will repeat this process to add an alert on error as well. I could have added this alert action at the same time as the email alert action. However, since the day and time frame will be different, I need to create a second alert action with different settings. I'll choose only the error state next to Raise Alert this time. This alert should only be allowed during office hours though, so I will choose Monday through Friday for the days, and then I will choose between 8 and 5 p.m. for the time. Once again, I will select the contact, and I will click Save to add the alert templates. Now I have two alert actions listed in my new alert template. I will close this window. I successfully created a new alert. For more information on monitors and alerts, please visit connectwise.com/automate docs.
Where can you create an alert template? Where can you create an alert template? Let's take a minute. Where can you create an alert template? Let's take a minute to go over some. Where can you create an alert template? Let's take a minute to go over some of. Where can you create an alert template? Let's take a minute to. Where can you create an alert template? Let's take a minute. Where can you create an alert template? Let's take a minute to go over some of the important concepts covered in this lesson. You should recall how monitors trigger when certain thresholds are met in your Automate environment. Internal monitors are queries run against the Automate database. Remote monitors reside on the edge of machines and trigger on their designated criteria. And monitors use alert templates to determine how they act when they are triggered. Do you feel comfortable with the material covered in this lesson? If you do, click Yes below to advance to the final knowledge check and complete the lesson. Click No if you would like to provide us feedback on how we could improve the lesson, and be sure to complete the final knowledge check.